It's finally here. It's Halloween, so let's talk
Halloween.
Alright, I'm Sik.
And I'm Twisted.
And this is Sik&TwistedHorrorcast. Hi guys, and welcome to this weekly podcast.
What's going on?
I messed up that weekly.
Did you?
Yeah, I said wiki.
It's WikiLeaks.
Speaking of spoilers, no.
That's an old joke. Jesus Christ. I showed my age.
Today we talk about my favorite slasher of all time and its new remake.
His mom is back.
Oh yeah. No, Michael Myers, man. Talking the new.
That's true. They're doing a new Austin Powers, man.
And
oh god, that would be a fucking horrible slasher right there.
Each morning I get up, I die a little.
Just think about Michael Myers as a slasher.
Oh yeah, baby, I'm cutting you up. Do I make you holy?
Do I make you bloody? Anyways, yes, we are talking Michael Myers, not the comedian. We are talking the brutal murderer.
Yes,
the silent,
favorite,
unnaturally strong killer.
Yeah, no, this is by far my favorite slasher series of all time for many reasons. When they told me that this I guess remake, is happening. Well, it's a remake of 2.
That's what's weird. So, okay, hang on.
Is a better saying?
Before we get into all that, because we're going to probably end up deep diving. A couple of announcements. First one, Jordan Peele. This was the director of phenomenal horror movie Get Out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it held 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for a long time. That's damn
unheard
impressive. Of. But Jordan Peele is going to be hosting and narrating the Twilight Zone remake.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think his voice would be right for it.
Well, so you can't always have... You got to let go a little bit. You got to do a little bit of give and take here. But you've seen what he can do.
Yeah.
He's tried... He's done it once. Let's see if he can do it again.
I mean, if Krasinski can go from comedy to drama and see how that goes well for him, I'm sure Jordan Peele could. That voice is so iconic in my head.
Well, I mean, it's not just Jordan Peele, though. Like, it's Jordan Peele, John Krasinski. Kevin Smith has been doing it for a minute, too. Like, he switched over to horror with
Tusk.
Did he do anything before that? I think he did Yoga Hosers, but I think that was just more like a joke.
It was like a teen thing.
So, but, I mean, Tusk was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, no, I like Tusk.
So... comedians have a track record with doing good fucking horror.
They just know how to catch a crowd.
Exactly.
It's just like I said, it's that voice just is so stuck in my head. It's gonna be. It's kind of like I can't get that voice out of my head to take this one seriously.
Well, I mean, you also got to realize that was, quite literally in '59.
Yeah.
When that show was produced, it's a completely different world.
Oh yeah.
So, we're looking forward to this. This is slated for 2019. It's going to air on CBS All Access.
Oh, wow.
So, it might be hard to really get a hold of.
It'll come out on DVD.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. But,
it'll hit Netflix at some point.
It's just strange to have something like that iconic of a show
to be on CBS.
To go onto an All Access channel.
Yeah.
So...
why wouldn't anybody take that, I wonder?
I don't think not anybody would take it. I think so. It says that CBS previously announced it would be reviving the sci-fi anthology series at the end of last year, in partnership with Peele's Monkey Paw Productions and Simon Kinberg's Genre Films. and it was greenlit later, a month later.
Okay.
So I think they were already working on it. I think they have the rights to it, probably.
Oh,
and they just flowed with it.
Okay.
So,
I'm excited to see some new Twilight Zone come out. Well,
yeah.
I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt for sure and see how it goes.
Yeah. So, next up, we actually have an update.
Yes.
No, this is not
No.
No, we haven't done this one yet.
No.
Okay. Sorry. My bad. I have hit too much.
It's been a long couple days for us.
Too much cocaine, folks.
Oh my Lord.
So,
Shh, I'm 4 years sober. Don't let him persuade you otherwise.
No, it's a horrible thing. Excuse me.
Oh God! Ow! I'm deaf now. It was like right into the headphones. Oh God!
I leaned away and everything. It's a good mic.
I'm turning that down in editing.
So no, this one's not an update. We both actually saw this in theaters as we were going to watch Halloween.
The Possession of Hannah Grace.
Yeah, this looks interesting to me.
I don't know anybody in it.
The main actress looks familiar.
She looked familiar, but I didn't really know her.
Give me a minute. I'm gonna Google her.
Okay.
Go ahead and give them a rundown.
But this shit
of this thing.
looks good. Like I was seeing it, I was like, oh my God, they're making another Exorcist.
Yeah, but they took a different spin on this.
They took a whole nother spin on this shit.
So the kind of the lead in this. I'm guessing Megan Reed is who we're talking about. She is Pretty Little Liars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I know her. She's the one that's working in the hospital, right?
So this is a morgue.
Yeah.
She gets a body. This is her first night in the morgue, I believe, and she gets a body in. And it is of a exorcism victim. Would you say victim?
Yeah, I'd say victim.
So anyway, but she's all mangled and twisted and almost looks burnt. And but
she's the description of Sick and Twisted.
Yeah. So they see her, and the EMT that brought her in was like, this was a exorcism gone wrong.
Right.
And you know what they say?
She died.
When exorcism fails, the demon looks for a new host.
Finds a new host, yeah.
And it turns into this like stalker / paranoia movie.
Yeah, because she's the only one in there. She is all alone. And so she's just like, fuck it, and puts her in for a minute, starts banging this tennis ball against the wall and shit, and it wakes up.
Yeah, so, and then this thing is just like stalking her around the morgue.
Yeah.
It looks interesting.
It looks really,
it's not
really
just the same invisible enemy.
Do we have a release date on that?
I didn't see a direct one. Let me see here. Shane Mitchell. Overview of the movie. I'm talking to Phil Time.
November 30th, 2018.
Oh, okay. Well, that's actually right around the corner.
Yeah, it's next month, man. But yes, go see that movie.
Yeah,
go see it. We're going to. If you don't want to see it, we'll see it for you and talk about it, and then you can decide for yourself.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of that, let's get into this thing.
This is our Halloween episode.
Okay, so why exactly do you love Michael Myers so much?
Dude, I've always loved the backstory behind him, and like even the making of the film and how it revolutionized horror films forever, specifically creating almost creating the slasher genre. The only thing before it was Texas Chainsaw. And I still wouldn't even call the first one a slasher. But Michael Myers, just as an entity in and of itself, is just pure evil. There's nothing to it, no emotion whatsoever. It's just there to kill. That's it. That's all he is. And the way that it was filmed and like the long drawn out shots that were perfect. It was Jamie Lee Curtis's first film. it was John Carpenter's, big hit, and the score, just everything drew you in, and I couldn't get over it.
I'm completely on board with that. The reason he's such an iconic character is because you just can't kill him.
Yeah.
And it's the same that goes for Jason. Mm-hmm. But I think with Michael Myers, there's the twist of you never get to see his face.
Yeah, which in the first one you do for a half a second, and then he quickly puts the mask back on.
Yeah,
and since then you haven't seen his face once.
Yeah, and that's a part of it. With Jason. It's this deformed, unstoppable being,
right? That
is, almost supernatural and super powerful.
Mm-hmm.
With Michael, it's you want to believe he's human,
yeah,
but you just can't.
And he's unpredictable, kind of.
He's gonna kill you.
Yeah, he's gonna kill you. But you never know where he's going to come from or what he's going to do next or how he's planning to do it, if he is planning to do it. Mm. And, yeah, I love Mikey. Mikey's my boy.
For those of you who don't know where the mask originates from, so this is actually
It's my favorite bit of trivia to tell people.
So it's a cheap prop. It is a blank of William Shatner's face.
No, it's not a blank.
Well, it's not. It was originally a blank.
No. So what it was they said, go find a mask. Whatever it is, just go find a mask. And the guy found at a garage a Spock, a Kirk, and another one, and I can't remember which one that one was. At a garage sale. This is still known as the cheapest costume prop in movie history, which I love. Mm-hmm. And so the guy took the Captain Kirk, combed its hair all back, painted it white, and then cut the eyes a little bit deeper. And that was it. So it wasn't a blank. It was just one that he found at a garage sale for $2. He bought all 3 masks.
Well, okay, so I didn't know the garage sale piece. I just thought it was
Oh yeah. No, I love that. That's my favorite thing to tell people.
Because it was a mask that was made from a cast of William Shatner's face. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know it was just a Captain Kirk mask.
And they also told them that in the beginning shot, where Mikey as a kid kills his sister Judith, they said that a 1-part shot could not be done. And they did it. And they did it in 1 take, 1 try. That was it. I thought that was really neat. Yeah.
So for the backstory on this part, on this movie. So this movie kind of it's not a full reboot. So this erases any Halloween movie after the original.
Yes.
So this is a reboot of the sequel.
Yeah.
Not the Rob Zombie sequels.
Yeah. No, there is, for those of you that don't know, there's 4 different timelines in the Halloween series. There's the time where Laurie dies and it's the little girl takes her against Michael Myers in 4 and 5. Then there's the timeline where she dies in Resurrection, which we'll get into that later. And then there's the Rob Zombie timeline. Well, now there's the timeline of this new 2018 Halloween. Mm-hmm. So now there are 4 different timelines in this series. And I'm loving this one the most. I really am.
I will say at least, Friday the 13th is one constant streaming time.
No, because the new remake made it a 2-part timeline.
Oh, what? Ah, fuck.
Aha! Shit. And with that one, Jason's part of the Transformers universe. What the dick? We'll get into that another time.
You are looking way too deep into that.
That makes me so mad. But we're not about that today. We're talking the good shit. We're talking Halloween 2018.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you saying Friday the 13th is not the good shit? I will come over this table.
It's not the good ass shit.
I will come over.
As good as.
Table.
Mikey would beat the shit out of...
Oh, fucking horseshit Michael Myers would beat Jason Voorhees.
Oh, this will be an episode in and of itself later on. But, he's staring at the Friday the 13th poster we have in here.
I will fight you. Anyways. So we're going to say spoiler warning.
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
But we are going to try to avoid it.
We're going to try our best. I know I get a little heated and excited and I want to say things and then my impulses just give way. But we'll see how this goes.
So, this is but we're gonna attempt a no spoiler review. Oh God, this is gonna be awful.
I saw it opening night. I was having a bit of a crap day, so my girlfriend decided to cheer me up and take me out opening night to go see this movie. I know, and it was awesome. I immediately called Twist over here, and I'm like, dude, drop everything. Go to the movie theater. Go see this fucking movie.
I did not drop everything.
No.
Because I am an adult. I have things to do. But I did see it, and I will agree it was pretty damn awesome.
Oh, yeah. No, it is now replacing the original with my favorite installation of the...
yeah, really? I'm not far with it, huh?
Yeah. No, yeah. I'm actually going to do that shit, which is tough for me to say.
Now, did you get a kill count?
I think we counted 17.
That's exactly what I got.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 17 fucking deaths in this goddamn
Which,
movie.
if you look at the fucking Rob Zombie remake, which I think had about 27, 28 in it. So...
I mean, it's not shabby.
No, it's a damn good count.
So... we're gonna go into like the start of it and kind of just like some of the basics that are like not that important into it. So you see a lot more of Michael in this than ever before.
Oh yes, and I actually the beginning during the title sequence.
The title sequence and all of the lettering and like
I cried.
The dating, they kept the original,
and it still had that like grainy 70s fuzzy feel. Yeah,
that was a good fucking look,
and it had the same original score that. I was like, oh, fuck yes.
Well, it's so I was in a conversation with somebody the other day, and they were like, well, why don't you just use for your podcast? Why don't you just use that, like a bit of the theme song, because you can use up to this much without getting into fair play, copyright, whatever. And I was just like, yeah, that's if the song is unrecognizable. I dare you to play any of those notes and have somebody not go, ooh, Halloween?
Yeah, no, no. Well, you're gonna have those few people that are like, oh, is that Jason Voorhees? Oh, well, okay, it's not. Because I'm screaming at him going, sit your whore ass down.
Those people don't deserve to be listening to this. But, no, like, this one, Laurie Strode is a fucking badass.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, we all knew she was going to be a badass from the fucking trailers.
Yeah.
But they took it a bit different than I thought they were going to. Almost like PTSD obsessiveness.
Yeah, no, she is obsessed, like to the point where she can't even be around her family because like she starts crying or she goes into a straight up freak out about how their house isn't safe enough.
Now hang on, I don't want to just like throw out like she starts crying, like she just breaks down. No. Like she is hard to the fucking bone, like tough as fucking nails.
Yeah.
But like the time she cries is whenever she feels like she was an embarrassment to her family. Like that's whenever she cried, and it was only like once in the movie
at the restaurant.
Yeah, it was at a restaurant scene, She came in and she was trying to be there for her family, for her granddaughter.
But she had just also... She was planning on killing Michael Myers while he was getting transported. Because in this one, he's getting transported just like the original.
Yep.
And these reporters actually go in and see him. These are the dumbest reporters I've ever seen, because they whip out his mask right in front of him and then just scream, "Say something."
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're not going to get Mikey to say a fucking word.
So here's my big thing with the reporters. They were made out to be a bigger deal than what they should have been. Like, if you wanted to bring the mask back into play, really these guys were just cannon fodder, and like,
they were just trying to bring the mask in.
They were just introductory pieces.
Yeah,
because they introduced everybody to Michael Myers, and they introduced everybody to Laurie.
Yeah.
And they were the reason Michael gets his mask back. But I'm just... Like, you spent so much time on these reporters acting like they were going to be a bigger deal. You know, having them visit the grave site. Yeah. Having them, go to Laurie's house and start talking to her about her experience. Right. Having them visit Michael. Introducing the mask. Everything. It would have been so much easier and so much smoother to have had the doctor that's been working with Michael for 40 years have the mask. It would make more sense,
especially with his obsession of him.
Yeah, it would make a lot more sense for him to have the mask, one. Two, it would make more sense feasibly in the world, because the reason the reporter got the mask was because he had a friend at county that was able to hook him up with a fucking serial killer's mask?
Shit. I have a question for you, because you have a background in criminal justice.
Yes.
How long do they keep fucking evidence for?
So some of it kind of varies. With the case of Michael Myers, evidence can be reinstated.
Oh, okay.
So especially with Michael Myers still being alive and being transported and things like that.
They kind of want to keep that shit away from him.
If they ever decide... Not keep it away from him. They don't care about keeping him away from anything.
Okay.
It's more along the lines of, like, if they ever decide to bring his case back up for any reason. Okay. So anybody tries to get him off or anything like that, they need to have that evidence available.
Right.
So if the cases are even slightly open, if they're open for, appeal or anything, then the evidence need to be available.
Because you would think, like, a serial killer museum would, like, snatch that shit up.
Oh, yeah. But after 40 years, I'm guessing appeal is probably off the table, and he's probably in...
and he's going into, like, some super duper max...
But this wasn't a prison. This was more of a psychiatric institute.
Yeah.
And I think he was just going to a different psychiatric institute.
That they refer to as, like, hell for him.
Yeah. So I think that might have just been the doctor overreacting.
Right.
But, no, I have problems. Like, if the doctor had it, because it would have been, these are Michael Myers' possessions, we want to keep those.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, this doctor had never thought to try exposing Michael to his mask before, that is beyond me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was stupefying to me.
That was one of my biggest flaws with the movie, with these reporters. Like, they were just a driving engine to introduce everybody. Yeah. It just... And then you get murdered.
Well, you actually had a big problem with one part that you saw in the trailer that they kind of sort of explained in this one a little bit better when you actually go see the movie. You were upset that, like, he dropped the teeth down for the reporter.
Okay, so this has always been a big thing for me. Pre-planned shit is weird for me.
Yeah.
Because, like... So, there's a scene later in the movie where he's, like, decapitated a cop and then put his head, like, put a flashlight in his fucking skull and make it look like a jack-o'-lantern after he jabbed the fucking eyes out. And I'm like, okay, like,
that's not
now we're getting into goddamn arts and crafts. Like, every fucking time, like, you see all these killers, like, and they're, like, staging the body in a certain way, and they're fucking, like, removing certain pieces.
Right.
It's just, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. So with the fucking teeth thing,
right?
Like you see him in the background of this gas
punching
station,
this dude's teeth out,
which sucks because you missed 2 good kills. They're off fucking camera, which I get because this is an homage to the original.
Exactly. That's why I'm glad that they were in there.
I get it, but fuck, they looked like some of the better kills. Like I understand if it was just like a stab that I missed, but you literally beat a man's face in and then stole his teeth. But that's like my issue is just like you just stole the teeth just to scare a girl. It was in the John.
Yeah, no, I get it. But at least he wasn't like pulling them out with pliers to do it or anything. They were on the ground probably, and he threw them over the fucking.
But yeah, it was weird. I always find like staged scares and staged kills really strange.
But when you first get Mikey, you get so many scenes where you almost see his face.
Yeah, you see his eye, like I think his left eye, like almost constantly.
Yeah, and it looks. Did it look a little milky to you?
Yeah, it almost looked like
it was a blind eye. Yeah, that was weird. I wonder if they're gonna touch on that in any explanations later on.
Yeah,
but James Jude Courtney, the guy that played him, fantastic.
Oh yeah,
You got to understand
him really well.
Oh yeah, because Mikey, the way that he is, you cannot show emotion through facial features. You cannot show emotion through anything other than body language and head movements. So he played it so subtly where Mikey's always calm, just keeps his demeanor. And when even when he's killing somebody, it's like there's no emotion to him. He's killing you.
He's going through the motions.
Yeah. It's almost like some dude on Monday just like riveting.
And he portrays it extremely well in this movie. He does an incredible job, and I'm super, super happy with how he was portrayed. I want to get back to Laurie though.
Yes. When you first meet her, I loved it because she only lets the reporters in for the money that they have.
And it wasn't out of greed. It was so that she could give it to her granddaughter. And you see that scene later,
which was awesome.
But yeah, like takes nobody's shit in this movie.
Oh no, because like immediately the reporters almost immediately go straight to, is that why you lost your daughter?
Yeah,
and she's like, yeah, it's time for you to get the fuck out.
The dude was a lot more aggressive than the female.
Yeah, he was kind of a dick.
Yeah, there was really no need for it except for just like, hey, here's a little bit more backstory. There you go.
Yeah, but obviously she has a daughter and a granddaughter, and she lost custody of her daughter.
But really, like none of it was needed because they gave the same story later. This is why I have a big problem with these reporters. Is it just felt so forced?
It did, but they were there.
But yeah, I think like it could have easily been bypassed if, as they were doing the transport, the doctor just has the mask on him.
Yeah. I don't know. That I loved it when like they met the doctor and they're just like, "Oh, you're the new Loomis."
Yeah,
he's
that
like,
was
I was trained by Loomis for 20 years. So I mean,
that was a good little touch on that.
Yeah.
I liked that.
A little nod to Donald Pleasance, the original actor.
Yeah. But yeah, Laurie in this one, she is a survivalist.
Almost. Oh god, yeah. She has built this house like a fortress.
Yeah, I mean, drop gates on all of her doors. She's got
the island in her kitchen moves to the basement, which I thought that was rad as shit.
Oh yeah, that was fucking dope. She's got like a secret closet underneath the fucking thing, underneath the island, full of guns.
Love it.
It was goddamn gorgeous.
Oh yeah, and like you see her shooting the mannequins in her fucking like in her field or whatever, and doesn't miss a damn shot, and it's just like completely. And like not holding anything back.
Oh yeah,
like, she is ready.
What's great is it felt like a better version of like Deadshot from Suicide Squad. It felt like that felt like what we should have seen.
Right, yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I liked that scene in Suicide Squad. You know, Peg him in the same hole every single time. But fuck, like this one was just goddamn gorgeous.
Oh, it was beautiful. And when you first see her, you're just like, oh my god, it's Laurie Strode all grown up.
Yeah. So this was, I mean, it was really, really well played. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, she's suffering from this. Like, she's been holding this for 40 years, and it gets to her.
Because when he's getting transferred, she's sitting in her car with a .50 caliber revolver.
Oh yeah.
And drinking down some. Was it Jack? I couldn't tell, but it was whiskey. Yeah. And she's chugging that shit down, and you can tell that she's about ready to lay some shit into Mikey.
I think again, this is another missed opportunity here. Mm-hmm. Would have been a really good scene to have
Mikey look out the window or something.
Yeah. You know, maybe wearing like some sort of like a muzzle or. You know,
I half expected it, but I knew they weren't going to show his face.
No, like don't do that, but like have maybe like just the silhouette of him like looking out the window, like directly at Laurie, which would have given him like the reason to break out. Yeah. You know, instead of like, oh, docile for all these years and all of a sudden, you know. Yeah. Which, I'm sorry, but fucking whose idea was it to be like, was it Halloween night? Oh yeah, let's transport
Michael Myers.
Let's transport Michael Myers, guys.
He escaped Halloween last year. Let's do it again.
Last year?
40 years ago.
Yeah, I was about to say. So, no, this was there was a weird amount of slamming at the start of this. Yeah. There's a lot of books being slammed down and lockers being slammed.
I like the little nods where it's almost like Laurie has taken his place.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
The granddaughter is bored in class and looks out the window and there's Laurie. Yeah. And you're like, oh shit, oh. Or like later on, she's in the grass, Mikey looks back, she's not in the grass.
Yeah. Well, it's that obsession overtaking her. Like that's what it's symbolic of that obsession. Being like she's become him.
Yeah, that was the thing, was she almost became his Michael Myers.
Yeah, because there were so many times in the movie where like you expect to always look back and Michael Myers is gone. Yeah. This time, like, Laurie falls to the ground and you look back and she's gone. And she pops up in random places and, like, you're afraid of her.
Yeah. No, even I was sitting there like, fuck. And then, like, you meet the granddaughter when she's walking with her friends, which, okay, so the daughter is played by Judy Greer which I know mostly from Archer. Mm-hmm. And did fantastic with it. She plays that daughter that kind of doesn't have anything to do with her mother.
With her mom, yeah.
And so, like, every time that the granddaughter asks, you know, hey, did you call grandmother? She calls her grandmother the entire time, and it kind of feels uncomfortable. Yeah, because she's like, grandmother? And I'm like, is this 1922? Just say grandma.
Yeah. Grandma, granny, grandgam.
Yeah, salsa, Nana. Yeah. Call her fucking Mimi for all I care, but grandmother just felt uncomfortable and like it didn't fit. Yeah. Every time she's like, did you call grandmother? And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, really? Because I called her.
But it's you come to know that Laurie was training her daughter for 4 years, I think it was. Yeah. To fight Michael Myers and to be prepared. So she went through 4 years of like survivalist style training where she learned to shoot and I'm just, for me, I was just like,
my kids are gonna learn that shit too.
Why would you? I wouldn't go to the extent that Laurie did. Maybe.
No.
But why?
But my kids are gonna know how to fight and shoot a gun.
But it doesn't. It didn't seem like something that the state would get involved with.
No. Well, okay. So that one,
No, because there's kids all over that shoot guns, and that's really the only dangerous thing.
Yeah,
like she wasn't like keeping her in the house against her will.
No,
she wasn't like abusing her.
Mm-hmm.
She just had her training.
Yeah, which I mean, they can take away your kids for taking them to church. So I mean,
well, it felt.
It just it didn't feel right, but at the same time, it was just like it added a little bit of story to it. Where it adds that extra begrudging feeling against her mother. Yeah.
But yeah, the night that, he breaks out via prison bus crash that he caused. Yeah. Because they do say that. Oh, yeah. They do say that he killed the guard and the driver. Yeah. I don't feel like this is a spoiler because he's gonna fucking get out and everybody knew he was being transported. So fuck off. If you feel
the like only living person on this bus is his doctor, which Mikey loves to leave his doctors alive for reasons. But
I think it's because it's like the closest thing to a parent,
closest thing to a friend, even maybe.
So I think that'd be the only reason why, until they become a nuisance. Yeah. And once they become a nuisance or get in the way, then he'll off them.
Yeah. And the kid, okay, I didn't like the kid death. I don't like that. They did it tastefully, though.
I was going to say, they didn't go fucking overboard with it.
Which I like later on that there's a crying baby.
That he doesn't kill.
He looks at it and walks away. And even my girl, because, we have a 1-year-old, squeezes my arm. And it's just like, no. And he just walks away and we're both like, oh, fucking Jesus. Yeah. So, which the kills in this are fantastic.
Yeah. I will say that I had one problem with one of the kills.
Which one?
So, this is after Michael's got his mask back.
Okay.
He's walking down the street during Halloween. And then he just turns randomly, dips in this woman's house.
Gets behind it.
Murders her. And then just like, okay, now I'm going to get back to what I was doing. Why?
He's just kind of marching through on a mission.
But that's the thing, if he's marching through on this mission, and he's going, beelining it where he needs to go, and then he's just like, you know what I need to do? I need to kill this woman.
I just need to knock the dirt off.
Yeah, it would have been cool if, maybe that was Laurie's old house.
Right.
Or something along those lines.
Well, he looks over because she's actually in the garage.
Yeah.
And she's fucking with something, so he looks over and then just starts following, and she doesn't even notice him walking up her driveway as she goes into her house.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that happens. But as soon as she goes in, he walks in right after, and I kind of giggled because you don't really see it. You just see, him in the doorway facing at her, and then just, his hand coming down, and you hear the death.
What?
Wait, are we talking about... No, is this the one at the window?
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Okay, never mind. But you know which one I'm talking about.
Because he did that to get the kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Because he needed his butcher knife still.
Yes.
So the first one, he goes into this woman's house and grabs a ball-peen hammer and just beats the shit out of her off screen. They do a lot of nice static shots.
Yeah.
That I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of things might happen just around the corner.
Yep. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, he beats her to death with a hammer and then gets his knife.
Yeah.
That was the point behind that.
Right.
The one that I'm talking about was he sees it was an open, he just walks down the side of the house. He walks up on the porch.
Yeah.
Walks around the side of the house. Mm-hmm. Walks in the back door, and there's a static shot through the window. And you see him in the background pass by, and she's in front, looking through the window, and just closes the blinds halfway. And then he grabs her by the hair
and shoves
it through her neck, and then just leaves her there. And I'm just like, why?
I don't know. There was no really rhyme or reason to that one. I think it was just to show that he's a killing machine and he's going to go kill. But I did like the cameo in that part.
What?
The cameo in that part.
Which cameo?
The trick-or-treaters. Did you not notice it? Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Oh, Jesus.
So... like I said, I'm a big... You've heard me say it before, I collect masks. And these 3 masks from Halloween 3 are Don Poe Studios. The Skulls especially is my favorite. They're expensive fucking masks. But these 3 kids run up and they're wearing the Halloween 3 masks of the pumpkin, the skull, and the witch. And I thought that was just beautiful to me. I thought it was a nice little nod. I thought it was cool. Okay.
I'll allow you to think it's cool.
I like Season of the Witch. Whether you do or not. But carrying on, that death was very unneeded.
Yeah, like I said, like all the other deaths served a purpose.
Yeah, this one didn't.
That one just didn't.
Yeah,
but past that, I did want to touch on the boyfriend real quick.
Oh, douchebag.
So he starts out being like this great guy, and then it's when he gets drunk, he turns into an asshole.
Yeah, which he doesn't even really seem that drunk.
Well, he was taking shots from a flask.
Yeah.
Throughout the night. So the girl walks in at a dance, and then she sees him making out with some girl. Mm-hmm. She turns around and like starts walking away, and they kind of have like a talk about it, and he throws her phone into pudding because reasons. And then like she just like, okay, really, and then dips.
Yeah.
Nothing comes of it.
No. Well, I think it was to try to lead the happy chubby friend out.
Okay, that's fine.
That's it. But like, I think it's supposed to get her away from the fucking dance.
That's fine.
Yeah. But nothing really happens.
You need a little bit of fucking closure on him dying.
Yeah, kind of. Because he's the biggest douche in this movie, kind of.
Like, he's a great guy until the end, and then like he gets drunk
and he never
fucks around, and then you just never hear about it again. And
I'm
just like, that would have been so perfect to have him go to Laurie's house trying to find him.
Yeah,
trying to find Laurie, or not Laurie. Going to the granddaughter's house.
Yeah,
and then like trying to find the granddaughter, couldn't find her, but finds Michael instead.
Yeah.
Like it was a huge, like that's what I wanted really bad, and they were just like, all right, let's get him out of here, let's move the fuck on. And I was like, what? No, he's gotta die.
Right? Yeah, I get it, but like I'm so glad they didn't do a scene in here that they could have done, and I'm glad they didn't. The happy chubby friend is walking her. Because
they had a potential rape moment.
Yeah.
And they did not do the rape moment.
I'm very happy they didn't. Because even I looked at my girl, I was like, is this about to fucking happen?
Yeah.
And it didn't. I was like, thank God.
So
he kind of backtracks and he's like, no.
He kisses, he's drunk. Mm-hmm. She is walking with him because he's like, you deserve, he's really like just balls deep in the friend zone right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's driving his ass straight to the friend zone.
You deserve so much better. You deserve a great guy.
Yeah, you don't deserve that. You deserve a better guy than that.
You're a good girl.
You're a great girl. You're beautiful. And then he's like, yeah, I know a shortcut. Let's go through the shortcut. And so they jump
into
this
somebody's
fence.
Backyard?
For reasons. So they jump this fence, and then, like, he's, like, immediately like, ta-da, smooch.
And she's like, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
What the fuck? And like he immediately like drops to the ground like, I'm sorry. Oh God, no, I'm so sorry. Please don't tell him. Please don't tell him.
I was getting really bad signals. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And they just kind of completely avoided it. And I agree with you. I am super happy that they didn't.
Oh yeah.
That.
But his death was fucking rad. Yeah. Even though you don't see it, which I kind of wanted to see that one.
You kind of see it.
Kind of, but you don't see his mouth drop.
Yeah.
Which, that would have been cool, because you later see him, and his mouth is, like, dropped, and the gate spike is going through his fucking mouth and shit. Ugh.
So, I want to skip down to later.
Yes.
Towards the end of the movie here, where you get to this big, like, epic final fight, final confrontation scene. You really get to see the extent of Laurie's house.
Oh, yeah. Because she's
rigged.
She's perfectly clearing rooms the way that you should. The way that cops are trained to clear rooms. Where you go in and you immediately sweep. And then, as soon as she's doing it, she's using the butt of the gun to close the trap.
Yeah.
And she's checking all the rooms, making sure Mikey's not in them.
So what she's doing is she's going room to room. After she clears a room, she hits a button on the wall, which immediately closes that room off.
Yeah.
Which pretty much just, like, closes Michael Myers in.
Yeah, which I was thinking the entire time. I didn't catch on to what was happening until the end. Because as she's closing each one, I'm like, okay, so if he is in there, she can come back and kill him. He's trapped in that room now. Or now she's closing off so that he can't go into those rooms so that she can get him easier.
Yes.
No, she's closing it off more and more in order to trap him and then just fucking leave.
It's pretty much.
But
it was beautifully done. And the fight scenes between them... Like, honest to God, I thought she was going to die at one point.
Me too.
I don't want to say it, but hand to God, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
No, not like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it doesn't fucking happen, and I was like, thank God. You guys, okay, fucking good for y'all.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, the movie ends in a way that, like, nobody expects, but it does end off Halloween.
No,
you don't think so? But here, I've got something to go back and forth on that too.
Okay.
You didn't see him in the basement, did you?
That's not what I'm talking about, sir.
Really?
You didn't stay after the credits.
Yes, I did.
You did?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then you should know.
There wasn't an after credit scene.
How long did you stay?
Literally until they turned the lights on.
Then you didn't hear it. You didn't hear him breathing through the mask.
I thought that was just like a thing that they were just trying to throw in there.
In this day and age, honestly, right. They're just doing some shit to do some shit.
Right. No, I get that. Okay. Yeah. My big thing was you don't see him in the basement when they pan back to the basement.
Yeah.
Because he was on the stairs and then you don't see him.
So, well...
But you don't want to keep an actor in there.
An old actor. Probably had
Nick Castle.
Probably had a small bladder now.
But it's warm in here.
Yeah. But we'll stop there.
Yeah.
There's so much I would love to talk about, but
we will definitely come back to this movie.
Hang on, I do have to say one thing real quick. There's a scene where it was the scene where the chubby fat friend, he's apologizing, pretty much for trying to make the move, and he says there was girls all over me, and they fed guacamole to me in a really sexy way. How do you get fed guacamole in a sexy way?
Can't be like grapes, because if you hold it down like
it's gonna drip on your face.
It's gonna drip on your face. I mean,
have you ever eaten a chip with any sort of dip on it?
This guy looks so desperate, though. Like, she could be like, "Here comes the airplane." He's like, "Dude, that's hot."
I could see that. I'm just like, I heard that line, and I was like, how do you get fed guac in a sexy way? The name of guacamole isn't even a hot name.
I was sitting there thinking, why did they have a community guac at a homecoming?
My other thing is, like, why isn't he still there hitting on the girls that were feeding him guac?
Right, yeah.
Still be alive if he was just jumping at the pit
feeding
there.
At the guac, dude.
Yeah. Chomping at the guac.
That is my new favorite thing to say. Why are you late? These girls were feeding me guac in a real sexy way.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, that's where we'll stop on that one.
Yeah.
Go see it. Like, it's... Don't, like, yes, I do nitpick at movies.
Yeah.
Yes, I do feel like the reporters are overblown.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, there are still some shit where like, big story points we're really leaving out.
Yeah.
But
we'll get back to it when this shit comes out on DVD and shit. More people have seen it.
But just go see it. It really is good. I do give it 2 thumbs up. Like, go check it out.
Yeah.
Like, don't mind my nitpicking on it. Just, like, go watch it.
I left the theater thinking they couldn't have done better with it.
I always look for ways they can do better.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. But
right.
And now we will talk about a movie that they should have done better with.
So with the last one, I cried because it was like a whole, like, part of me just died.
Dude, you
in
cry
a good way.
A lot.
I do cry a lot. But with this one, I cried because I had to sit through the next hour and a half of it.
Yeah. Which, by the way, Halloween was only an hour and 16-minute runtime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The remake was only an hour and 16 minutes.
Yep.
That's strange.
It was also filmed around the same amount of time that it took the original to film.
I know you're trying to stick to your guns and stick to the original and all that, but you missed some chances just cutting out runtime like that.
But I still think they did great.
Oh no, it's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
But, Halloween
Resurrection. I wanted to make like a Busta Rhymes fast rap for this movie.
No, I will wrap this up in one nice little bow.
Oh yeah?
Bustin' does not make me feel good.
Oh my god. Busta Rhymes in a mask of Dr. Dre. Oh my god.
Dear sweet baby Jesus.
From beginning to end, this movie is garbage with an all-star cast.
This is how I describe this movie. It is American Pie meets Michael Myers.
Dude, I watched this and I was like, oh my god, everybody that was famous in 2000 is in this movie. Because it has the kid from Disney in it that was in like 13th Year.
Yeah.
And Luck of the Irish. Whatever that robot house movie was, I can't remember what the fuck that was called. Smart House. Yeah.
I only know that because Katie Seagal is in it.
Oh, love her. But it's got the late, great Brittany Murphy in it.
Sorry, I was still thinking about Katie.
Oh, my lord. But Brittany Murphy is in it. God rest her.
I love you, Katie Seagal.
I'm trying to be over here giving some sentiments about Brittany Murphy, and you're just like, Katie Seagal's tits.
Say tits.
I know what you were thinking.
Don't put things in my mouth unless it's Katie Seagal's tits.
Alright, we're gonna get in trouble there.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, so
Tyra Banks is in it.
Oh god, Busta Rhymes. Busta.
Oh my lord.
Busta,
bro.
You're in trouble, Buster.
You should never have gone to acting. You should have stuck to hip hop.
When Busta Rhymes smiles, you see all of his teeth. You see all of them someday. The back ones.
He looks like a shark.
He smiled, and I was just like, what the fuck? He has extra teeth, I think. I could pause it and count. Fuck. God damn, your lips are wider than the Joker's smile. Fuck, that is not a racist comment. Watch this movie and you'll understand.
Oh my god.
Fuck. So the start of this movie we have to talk about in its own fucking separate section because they are trying to wrap up
all of the Halloween movies
at the start of this movie.
So the thing is that Jamie Lee Curtis wanted out of the Halloween franchise. She does not like being a scream queen. That's what her mother was, and that's not what she wanted to be.
Okay, this is a horrible way to do it.
Agreed. 100% agreed.
Because Jamie Lee Curtis in this one apparently has lost her goddamn mind. This is a mental institution.
This is a sequel to H2O, by the way.
Which is another shit swan. But so yeah, she's freaked out because she's had all the experiences of Michael Myers through 1 and through 2 and H2O and Resurrection now. So she starts off in Resurrection. She's in a mental institution with nurses feeding her pills, and she immediately spits them back out
into a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah.
No.
I used to do juvenile detention.
I was in juvenile detention. So we know what's going on here.
This makes a lot of sense why I have to correct you a lot. Anyways, I worked in juvenile detention.
Yeah.
When you give anybody that is under your care pills, it doesn't matter if it's kids, it doesn't matter if it's adults, it doesn't matter what system you are running. If you are in charge of giving them pills, you make sure they take them.
Yeah, for me it was like you had to open your mouth with your pinkies, and then you had to lift your tongue up show the back of your mouth, and then rub your pinkies on the inside of your gums. Mm-hmm. That way they know that you swallowed your pill. Just so that, they're taking their Skittles.
So with us, it was always like they would use their pinkies to spread their cheek.
Yeah.
Actual cheeks. Mm-hmm. And you use a flashlight.
Yeah, okay.
Checking the inside. So, yeah, it was, you make sure. Mm-hmm. So the fact that she's got a Raggedy Ann doll fucking full of this sumbitches.
Yeah, she's been stockpiling these bitches.
Like, it's beyond me.
Yeah, no.
So, but she, Michael Myers infiltrates this place, which this fucking lackluster goddamn security guard. So they're trying to find one of their patients that they think has gotten out again.
Who has knowledge on every serial killer ever.
Because reasons.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, this hurts my brain. He got out earlier. They put him back in, and then they immediately they're like, he's in the fucking basement. I thought you put him up. Let's go get him.
There's no camera showing into this dude's room.
Right.
You couldn't just go, oh, he is in there. Who's this motherfucker in the hallway?
They should easily at least have a fucking camera on his front door.
Yeah.
To see if it's open or not.
Yeah.
But they just go off trying to find him, and then the guard just stops at a snack machine and just like, I missed lunch.
Oh my god.
And he's just like, hurry up, and walks off. And I'm like, you're actively trying to find a patient that is supposedly out of their room. Why are you stopping for lunch? Put him in his room, then get you lunch.
Yeah. We're both big dudes. We get hungry. But you make sure the job is done first.
Plus, you're working with, mentally ill patients.
Yeah.
You have to work in pairs.
Yeah.
This is nothing against the mentally ill, but
there's a buddy system.
You've got to stay safe.
Yeah.
It's not just for your safety, it's for their safety too. You got to stay safe. So, that was the dumbest reason for security guard split up I've ever fucking seen. And then, naturally, he offs him pretty fucking quick.
Yeah.
With
the introduction to this mask. Oh my god. Okay, this fucking mask. I hate this goddamn mask.
So one-arm drop down.
Oh my god. Him and these one arms in this movie.
Because apparently, Michael Myers is a fucking ninja and can get into the ceiling and hides in the ceiling. And then whenever he gets behind his victim, he will drop down, holding onto the knife with one hand, and with the other hand, doing a fucking drop
slow
down,
crawl pull,
fucking slow crawl pull, letting himself down ever so silently, and then murdering his. And I'm just like, you are not American Ninja Warrior. You fucking stop it.
This reminded me of those videos of those guys that go to parks in New York and go working out on there doing the side to sides and the big circles around the pull up bars. And I'm like, yeah, one of those guys played Mikey in this movie.
Fuck my goddamn life. But this stupid bullshit.
Fucking mask. I hate. This is one of the most notorious bad masks of Michael Myers.
Oh, really?
It's known as the Dr. Dre mask because it looks like Dr. Dre. It's got these really sunken in eyes. You could tell that they remade the mask. They didn't go buy a replica mask, which they should have. They just made this mask that was, I can't say it any other way than it looked like a albino version of Dr. Dre. It was really black eyes.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at this then.
Yeah, no, I'll pull this fucking mask up for you.
While he pulls that up, Lori has got a trap prepared for Michael on the roof. It's a fucking snare because, one, the roof of this mental facility is accessible just any time, apparently with enough time to make a fucking full snare trap, and the controls to a winch are actively available.
Yeah. For reasons.
Yeah.
Which she knew exactly where it was.
Which means she's had to have checked this out before, which means this is an awful hospital. This is the loudest knife ever.
Yeah. It's got eyeliner, dude.
Oh, damn. I didn't even think about that.
And like, look at... Dude, it's got eyeliner. It's got, like, these black lips. It looks like emo Dr. Dre.
I like how the bottom lip is, like, sucked in. Like, he's like, ooh.
It's just... Dude, it is a god-awful mask.
So...
He looks surprised. It's so fucking awful.
Yeah, she catches him in this snare trap and pulls him up. She has got him dead to fucking rights.
Yeah.
And the reason she doesn't just kill him...
This part makes no sense to me. She starts cutting the rope, and he starts, like...
Yeah, so she starts cutting the rope, and she starts grabbing... He like, grabs his ears on... And, like... Oh, my God, no. I understand it is supposed to be a callback to H2O. Because in H2O, he's trapped underneath a car, and then, like, reaches out, trying to ask for help. And then, like, they go back into it, and then later on, she cuts his head off.
Which it wasn't him.
It was actually a firefighter.
Jigsaw. Did you notice that it was Jigsaw? That was his head. That was definitely his head.
Dude, that was not Tobin Bell. I promise you that was not Tobin Bell.
It looked a lot fucking like him.
No, it did not. Maybe if Tobin Bell did not fucking just did the Super Size Me challenge.
Give me that.
Like overweight, chubby with a thick ass mustache. Looked like Kevin Nash. So he's like holding his ears. It's supposed to be like a callback. So she's like, I've just got to make sure. I've just got to see for sure. And pulls the mask off, goes to pull the mask off, and of course Michael Myers grabs her, and the rope snaps, and they start to fall. Mike grabs onto the ledge and stabs Laurie in the back, and then she kisses him.
Yeah, and then just goes, "I'll see you in hell, Michael," and drops,
and that's how she dies.
And I'm like, okay. Already done with this fucking movie if that's the way you're going to kill her off.
First 15 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how you do it. So then we cut to Dangertainment.
Oh.
This is a...
reality webcam
thing. It's like a reality TV show where people go and stay the night in haunted places, I guess. But like so these kids are obsessed with Michael Myers, all of them. And so they get to stay the night at the Myers house. They have to find like these clues or whatever, which they don't really explain. It's supposed to be like the house was planted. It was a plant like that. It's the original house, but all the stuff inside is fake. So they're trying to just make a show. So they put a bunch of fake clues all through the house. None of it is actually Michael Myers shit. And he's like supposedly trying to come up. They're supposed to try to find clues around the house to try and figure out what made Michael the way he is. Yeah, they're just trying to like give backstory to Michael Myers, pretty much. But it's all fake. It's all bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. They've planted shit inside the house.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot. Anyway, yeah. And there's a scene I've got to talk about. Because this is just after Sarah, our main character, finds out her and her friends signed her up for this, and they're in the room together, and this random fucking kid, they're in their dorm room together. Yeah, this random kid walks in, starts talking, like doing the ominous like gas station attendant thing where he's like, Michael Myers is true evil. Do not go to that house. And then like randomly walks over, grabs her panties,
was like played in his sister's room.
Like rubbed on him for a minute, and then was just like, woo! And then they kick her out, and I'm like, who the fuck? But like I expected her to be like, oh, shut up, John, or something like that.
No, nobody knows who the fuck he is.
Kicks him out and just like, that guy is weird. And I'm like, no, that guy is much more than weird. That guy just came in and fondled your panties, and you didn't say shit about it.
Yeah, no, I was just like, wait, are we going to see him later? Is this like some Friday the 13th shit where we just see him in a cupboard later?
I wished they did, because he deserved to die. Yeah. Walk into some girl's room, just start fondling her for fucking
draws.
Just stop it. Fuck.
Dude, this movie made me tired.
Oh no, like I was exhausted after I watched this.
Because like they go in, okay, so they explain the cameras as you can put them anywhere. You could, like, they made a big deal about how they could clip them anywhere and then give them headpieces.
Yeah. They just put them on their head.
Cool.
These fucking I hated this goddamn movie.
Oh, dude, the static on these cameras.
They keep switching back between normal movie cinematography and
like found footage
thing, but the goddamn clarity on these cameras is goddamn garbage.
Mm-hmm.
I got a headache watching this.
Oh yeah, no. And then like every time they would do that, the static, they would show Michael Myers' face. And I'm like, if you're trying to do subliminal shit, you're doing it wrong.
Oh fuck! I hated this.
This movie, fucking bad, dude. It's bad news bears all around.
So there's so much wrong with it too, because Michael Myers kills one of the cameramen before they set up one of the cameras. Mm-hmm. They don't question that camera is not set up.
Yeah.
And then he puts it down, like lays it in the corner after killing the guy with the camera. Mm-hmm. Drags the body off, and they're like, "Oh man, it's a good angle."
Even though you could like see the tripod.
Yeah, you can see the legs sticking out on the floor, and then later on, that tripod is stuck in the wall, standing up.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck, movie? Figure it out. And then apparently Michael Myers must clean up his fucking kills.
Yeah.
Because there was blood fucking everywhere, and he was just like, oh, nope, gotta come back with a sponge and clean up this blood so nobody notices the blood that I left behind.
Dude, and they freak out about the baby chair. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious.
I feel like this was the same prop from House of Wax.
I think so too.
Because it was a baby chair with like straps all over it. Fairly certain this was the prop from House of Wax.
But I mean, it's a fucking baby chair, dude. Normal baby chairs nowadays have straps and they lock.
I think it was just because it looked creepy.
Yeah.
And, like there was leather straps, so
and a fucking padlock on it.
Like, it was like the arm things. I think it was stupid as shit.
Did they keep him in there? I fucking hope so, or else he's gonna fall when he eats.
Yeah. So the first kill of the group that goes in, I want to talk about, because this is American Pie Kid.
Yep.
That's how I remember him.
Yep.
He is looking in a mirror and he's like, just wait, I'm going to get her back.
Because Brittany Murphy scared him.
Wait. And then Michael Myers pops out of the mirror to kill him and stabs him to death.
Yeah.
And then I would have to assume drug the body away.
That's the only thing that makes sense. He uses his head to break shit in 99% of this movie.
Well, what bothered me was like he came out of a mirror.
Yes.
Was that mirror embedded into the wall? Was that a two-way?
Yeah.
Was that a fucking one-way?
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
What the shit, movie? Unless he's fucking Freddy Krueger all of a sudden.
Yeah. No, it was so fucking stupid, dude.
And then they make a big deal about how his camera went offline, and then it's back up and running the moment she pulls the fucking attic door down.
Yeah.
What the shit, movie? I'm gonna need you to hurry and figure it out.
And it took so long to get to this first kill of the group, too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then, oh my god. So Busta Rhymes dresses up as fake Mikey to scare the kids. And like he's walking, and Mikey's walking right behind him.
I hate this fucking scene
Me
with
too.
the passion of the Christ.
Because he's like yelling at Michael Myers, like, dude, what the fuck are you doing here? We've been looking for you forever, man. What the fuck?
He thinks it's the cameraman Charlie.
Yeah.
And he's literally like yelling at him and talking like, you need to get the fuck back to the goddamn garage with fucking you need to.
Yeah. He was just letting him know, oh yeah, she's in there.
And poking him on the head.
Yeah.
Like jabbing him in the forehead and shit. And then he just tells him to fuck off, and Michael Myers just walks away.
Yeah, skedaddle, get the hell out of Dodge. And he just walks the fuck off. That has never been done in a Halloween movie. He doesn't just fucking walk away from you unless somebody else has distracted him. Like, this movie's garbage, dude.
I'm so mad.
But yeah, this movie... So there's this kid, Deckard, who I guess has been talking with like the final girl, Sarah.
This is literally the definition of a catfish.
Yeah.
Because he says he's like a college undergrad.
He's a freshman in high school.
Yeah. He's a fucking high school freshman talking to a goddamn college girl, convincing her that he's better than what he is.
They didn't explicitly say that he was a high school freshman, just that he was a freshman. He could have been a college freshman. Could have, but more than likely is not. Way more than likely is not. Okay, he's not. Y'all can't see it, but he's leaning in on me more and more each time I say that shit. You and your physical podcasting.
I do that for you.
But he's talking to Sarah, and then later on, he's like texting her where Mikey is because this is a webcam show that's streaming live.
There has to be only one viewer, and it is Deckard at the party.
Yeah,
because
the 50
nobody
people.
else gives a fuck.
No, but everybody that walks in is like, "Yo, is this that Michael Myers shit? Oh fuck, turn it up."
Okay, and then after like people like are walking in, avoiding the fucking party to watch goddamn the most boring show. Mm-hmm. And then Deckard is the first one to realize it's not fake. Mm-hmm. Everybody else still thinks it's fake. Mm-hmm. He calls the police. They think it's a prank. Mm-hmm. They hang up on him.
Yeah.
Then everybody realizes it's not fake.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Because they cut off her head.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And nobody else calls the police.
No. Well, somebody had to because police were outside when everything was done.
We did. They probably came from the fire.
Yeah. But dude,
I was so fucking mad because, like, just
everybody in this movie is supposed to be in Haddonfield. By the way, they're supposed to be in Haddonfield. Haddonfield is not a college town. It is a small fucking town in the middle of Illinois. It is supposed to be this tiny.
Well, I don't think that they were in Haddonfield.
They were just there for that. Okay,
I think they traveled to Haddonfield.
That makes more sense because I'm like, why the fuck is all of these people in fucking Haddonfield?
There's a line earlier in this movie that still bothers me,
which is
they're talking about how big they're going to be from this whole ordeal, and he goes, "We're going to be bigger than the Osbournes. We're going to be large."
Oh God, the Osbournes.
What? Like what? It's not the fact that the Osbournes aren't big, because they're big.
But not in the way that they used to be. Like, you got to remember, during this time, it was the Osbournes reality TV show was out.
Yes, but here's what I'm saying.
We're going to be large.
We're going to be bigger than the Osbournes. We're going to be large.
Are you trying to tell me? You're trying to tell me that Ozzy Osbourne and his whole fucking family are medium?
Yeah. They're mediocre at best.
Whoa.
No, that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that.
I was like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah, I fucking hate that goddamn line.
No, oh my God.
We're gonna be large. What are the Osbournes? Fucking come at me with this bullshit. There's no way, even if you were fucking successful on this goddamn reality
they
TV
are supersized compared to what your fucking medium cup is.
He is not only a reality TV show, he is a fucking rock star.
He is known as the Prince of Darkness and Metal.
Yeah,
dude.
like, you're not gonna fucking touch that. So...
Plus, don't bring that to Sharon Osbourne, or she'll flip her fucking lid.
So a bunch of them all get killed. I'm just gonna skip ahead, because deaths aren't even that fucking interesting.
No.
A bunch of them get killed. And he's chasing down Sarah, and she climbs onto the roof.
Yeah.
Which, okay, fine, you're on the roof. Gets her leg cut because she's a dink.
Yeah. She gets it cut like 3 fucking times.
Yeah, her leg gets cut like fucking forever.
That shit should look like roast beef at this point.
Yeah. So she goes up the roof, finds a different window, and goes back inside the house. I'm sorry. I know you're in the backyard. You're on the roof. Go to the front. Jump off. Live with it.
Yeah, you'll break a leg.
If you fucking tuck and roll, you'll twist your ankle or hit a fucking bush.
But at least you're alive.
Yeah, fucking. He's not gonna run after you.
He's gonna walk. Oh wait, teleporting is back in this one too.
Oh, teleporting is back.
It starts off in the first 5 minutes because when Lori goes up them stairs, he gets up them after her like that, bro.
Not just that.
No, there's so many scenes
there's blatant teleporting.
Oh, yeah.
Blatant.
Oh, yeah.
Blatant. Because Laurie's looking at him directly, does not break eye contact with him because he's on the lawn. She's looking directly at him, doesn't break eye contact, goes back, and he's just fucking gone. That is some direct-ass teleporting right there.
Yeah.
That is some fucking... Super Saiyan 3 Goku, snap my fingers, I'm gone type shit.
Yeah, like...
Put 2 fingers to my fucking forehead and...
Yeah, no, that was like some... If you were trying to make a nod to the original on how he gets out of the grass so quickly, you fucking failed.
Because, my fucking God, that was awful.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this leads us to the Kung Fu scene.
Oh my God, Busta Rhymes doing Jet Li noises.
Because Busta Rhymes
is
obsessed with
Kung Fu movies. Anyway.
Kung Fu movies. There's a certain one, but I don't fucking...
It was a Jet Li movie, though.
No, it wasn't.
Well, he kept saying Jet Li.
He did not.
Yes, he did.
He did not.
He was saying Jet Li.
Fucking pause this.
Okay. And we're back, and after some deliberation, we have found out that it is Wat Chun-Li. My bad. It was an honest mistake. So.
Come the fuck at me, bro.
But, yeah, no, this movie... So, this scene...
He fucking he's like... Fucking shut up. This is what fucking Busta Rhymes is doing to Michael Myers, and he's winning.
Yeah. He kicks him through a window.
Yeah. He gets thrown across the room, but then he like comes back and like does a fucking front kick and kicks him through a fucking window.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Out of all things you're going to give Michael, dude, you're going to get him with a push kick?
A push kick... And then to finish him later in the movie, an electrical fucking outlet to the balls.
Oh my God. That fucking scene. I was like, really? A dick joke?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
You're gonna shock his balls.
That's how we finish Michael Myers. Shock to the balls.
So stupid.
Yeah. No, this fucking movie's... I'm fucking over it already.
Yeah.
So...
No. But that is that.
There's fucking 3 alternate endings.
Ooh.
3.
Oh my God. Tell me he dies in one of them.
Who?
Busta Rhymes.
Not on screen.
Oh my God.
So one of them is Deckard coming and busting through the door instead of Busta Rhymes to save her from the fire.
So he is in Haddonfield in that universe.
Yeah. Well, that would make sense because he's in high school.
Right.
But he busts through and saves her.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I think would have been better.
Yeah.
Because then they could have actually met.
And then she'd be like, wait, you're like 15.
Please have sex with me. I saved you.
Zelda.
Right. So that's the one.
Yeah.
That's all that happened in that one. Yeah. And the second one, it was a crime scene investigator that's looking through the scene and finds the hatch that she comes through to get into that garage. And she uncovers the hatch and is looking through it with a flashlight, and Michael Myers' hand pops up and grabs her, and she screams. Yeah. And then the last one is when she asks the guy to take his body out to show him, they actually fully uncover him, like unzips him, uncovers him, and Busta Rhymes is doing his like, look a little crispy there, Mikey. And then like his eyes shoot open right then, and he reaches up and grabs Busta Rhymes by the neck, and then Sarah takes a fire axe and embeds it into Michael Myers' face.
Somehow I feel like that would have been worse.
Yeah.
Wow. Ouch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this movie was a whole lot of hoopla, so...
This fucking movie, there's so much we didn't fucking touch on, and I don't want to.
No. God, no. There's some, like, operatic screaming. There's some weird shit. It's a bad fucking movie. It's horny college kids.
There's an awful sex scene, like, it...
Yeah, we're not going to get into that. Yeah. But...
So, yeah.
That's the episode. As always, you can help us out by like, share, and subscribe this video. We totally appreciate it. You can follow us on Facebook with Sik&TwistedHorrorcast, at Instagram at Sik&TwistedHorrorcast.
Oh, I did want to mention something.
Oh, yeah?
Go ahead and do the wrap up.
Okay.
I will jump in at the end with this because I want to add this into the comments down below.
Okay.
Or into the description.
Okay.
So go ahead and finish the wrap up.
Gmail is Sik&TwistedHorrorcast at gmail.com.
Hit us at our G spot.
Woo, 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 woo. We appreciate every single one of them. We will respond to every single one of them that is necessary to respond to.
Let us know what we can do, guys. Let us know if you have any movies you want us to talk about.
Please.
Let us know just in general, man. What I wanted to talk about, and I want to put the video in the description down below. This is what I'm going to put in as my little blip at the end of the show for today, instead of the accidental horror. There is this 3-minute animated short that's called There's a Man in the Woods.
Okay.
I want you all to watch this short because this thing is awesome.
Okay.
It is like spoken word style, almost like poetry rap, but without music.
Okay.
Without much music. There's like ambiance music, but that's about it. And it is just phenomenal. Watch this movie. Watch this little short. Tell us what you think about it. We do not own the rights to this whatsoever. No. But I am just giving some love to something that I saw and loved myself. For sure. So definitely take a look at this thing. We will try to remember to put this in the description down below.
Also, I did get hit up by a guy through one of our horror pages. If you have a movie that you have made and you want our opinion on it, send it to us.
I will be brutally honest.
Yes.
Do not expect me to fluff your fucking balls.
Full warning. We will appreciate the fact that you brought this movie to us and that you put your hard time and effort into it, but we might rip it a new asshole.
Just understand, like, I'm not going to fucking pick on it for no fucking reason. If I don't, just because I don't like it. I am going to critique it legitimately. But just know that, like, if we start, like, cracking on it and making fun of it, it's nothing fucking personal. Wait till the end where we will give you our actual honest-to-God opinion that's not jokey.
Yeah. Because we do say, we're nitpickers. That's our job.
Yeah.
We have to do that.
It's just like Halloween. Like I told you guys.
There's some shit that you gotta pick on.
I fucking hated. There's some shit I didn't like.
But it was overall...
overall fantastic fucking movie. So... If you guys want us to watch anything, let us know, and we will take a look at it objectively. May rip on it a little bit, but at the end, we will give our honest opinion.
Yes, we will. So that wraps that up. Last thing to talk about is our lovely sponsor over at Rampage Room. These guys have been with us since day one, man. So
yeah, that's always fantastic. Go in there, break some stuff, relieve some stress. It really is phenomenal. Like everything from bottles, alarm clocks, TVs, printers, breaking things with baseball bats, and sledgehammers.
You want to see how aggressive your partner is? Take them down there and have them smash some shit with you and be like, "Okay, he's got issues."
If you've ever pissed off your partner, go ahead and just buy a gift certificate and give it to him.
Send him on his way.
Talk to him when they get back. So, try it that way, fellas.
Yeah,
sure. Let's all be truthful.
Yeah.
We're pissing them off.
Yeah, no, it's definitely our fault. Without a doubt, that's not being sarcastic. Guys, that is honest.
Even if it's not our fault, it's our fault.
It's our fault. We're leaving you with some golden advice here on Sik&Twisted.
It's always your fault. That is the way of the world.
Send them to Rampage Room. What's the address over there?
3570 North Academy Boulevard, Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80917.
Awesome.
You can call them to set up an appointment any day of the week or walk in Thursday through Saturday, 11 to 11, Sunday, 11 to 9. That number is 719-299-1339.
Alrighty, guys. Well, as always...
What? As always, what? What?
Bro, we have an outro. We do this every week.
What is an outro?
Bro, we do this every week.
I'm sorry, I've forgotten everything in my life because Halloween Resurrection was so bad.
Well, let's resurrect this fucking shit. But in a good way.
Oh, God. There's no good way to do it. Oh, you know what? Just for making me watch that movie, you're sick.
And you're twisted.
This is the Sik&Twisted Horrorcast.
Have a killer week.